One is in this particular space is being one platform sensitive, where I was heavily in, social media traffic. It wasn't so much in Google and SEO and different search engines. That's a big mistake. And I had seen it all over the internet, and people were like, this is something that I should know as a business owner and buying websites. And when I first started, I read about it. I was like, yeah, that's cool, but I can cross-contaminate to different, mediums of traffic once I own the business. And I thought that's really, really cool. What my biggest mistake was going, oh, this is working, bright and shiny object syndrome, they call it, SOS. Like this thing's working. Like, let's just pour more money and time into this and don't worry about what's not working.
Right.
Huge mistake because, when that thing stops working as well as it was, then it really hurts. It really kills your pace. So that's a huge thing. Huge mistake is not be one platform sensitive. A minimum of two. If you go to too many, I feel it's like if you're like trying to do like Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Pinterest, for all these different ones, I try to stick to 2 to 3. So that's a huge mistake that I made. Another mistake was the biggest mistake I feel. I'll start with one, and then there's another really big mistake as well. Is that I bought into the whole thing of like, to make money online, I need to start my own online business. And I'm not biased to this. I try not to be anyway, as best as possible. But I try to start my own online business, and there's a combination of two things that happen. The first was like, all right, to make money online, I need to start an online business. That's the first mistake that I made. The second, and that's not true, because I found there was a different approach where I could buy businesses instead or do JVs with people or whatever it is. That's a huge mistake that I made. Is like, I need to make money online. There's one thing that I can do, and that's start a business or a website business. That's huge. The second biggest mistake was that not only did I want to start this online business, but I needed to do it alone. And the reason I needed to do it alone, and I perceived it, is because I saw everybody all over the internet, all over social sharing that they're a self-made millionaire. And that's a huge mistake, because nobody, in my opinion, is self-made, because we all read books. Well, most people read books. A lot of people read books. A lot of people listen to podcasts, read something off the internet, go to school, learn something off somebody, hear something over another conversation, or go away, get a coach and a mentor. Anybody that's achieved any level of success has had somebody on their side. So there's two massive stuff-ups. I was biased to like, I need to start a business and it needs to be me. And then the second thing is it needs to be me by myself, because I'm going to be a self-made millionaire and be this awesome success story. So those three mistakes are huge. And as soon as I stopped those and I started putting my hand up for help and realizing that instead of competing with everybody, why don't I just collaborate with everybody? Like, change that word competition to collaboration. Mm-hmm. And it's just a game changer for me, and like fun, and relieves the stress. Like the amount of stress and pressure that I put on myself because I need to start a business and I need to do it alone, and nobody could tell me how because I need to find it out for myself. It's just dumb.
Yeah, all great points. And you mentioned books. So do you have maybe like top 2 or 3 books that you really, found influential over the last few years here?
Yeah, the top one is The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. It talks about emotional intelligence and how to, deal with things that pop up in life. Happens, right? And we get, things that really causes stress. And I was going through a stressful period. I had 2 businesses. I was running this. I was a supervisor for a plumbing firm. When I found this book, it was such a relief because it really helped me understand so much of what was going on in my life and how to deal with it emotionally. And that was a great book. It sees that, it teaches you that the obstacle actually is the way. On the opposite side of our fear, on the opposite side of our problem, is if we tackle those, we get the answer. And that's the thing that we actually need to grow. Now, a lot of people in life, I feel, and I see it everywhere, is they've got too many fears, and they don't want any more fears. They don't want any more problems. They don't want any more struggles. For me, personally, I'm a bit of a sicko, and people think that I'm a bit of a sicko is because the more problems I have, the more fears I have, the more struggles I have, the more I grow. Right?
Yeah.
So that's a huge book. Is the obstacle is the way. Another one would be, there's so many books. That's probably my favorite.
Okay.
For somebody who's going to try and make money online, a really good one that I got was Russell Brunson from ClickFunnels. Mm-hmm. His book, Expert Secrets. You could probably still get it for free. That's his deal. You just pay shipping and get it for free. That's a really cool book.
Mm-hmm. Before you go, I've seen that book, and I've seen, ClickFunnels, and you know what? I'm sure it's great. But I just can't. I hate his video ads that I would see, and it's just it's too much for me. But I mean, I'm sure it's a great book. People seem to love it. ClickFunnels is amazing, and blah blah blah. But I'm just like, I don't like the way he talks in all the ads that they were shoving down my throat for like a couple years straight. But that's just me. So it's good though.
Yeah, I actually, the book's really good. I got the book before I got ClickFunnels.
Okay.
And now I have ClickFunnels, and I've gone away, and there's other tools that you can use, but it's very simple to use. I don't endorse it. I don't have an affiliate link. The reason they've grown so much is because people make so much money off their affiliate commissions. Yep. And so I'm not the person like, hey, come and use my affiliate link for that. But I believe it's good. I like it. And I'll stick with it for a little bit for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was the other thing. I kept seeing like people talking about how much like, ClickFunnels was allowing them to make, and it was through selling ClickFunnels with ClickFunnels in the funnel. And I was like, all right, something's a little fishy there, but obviously great businesses are built on it. I use another tool that does, actually I have a Frankenstein set of things, but Deadline Funnel for me, works fine. It did the job, a portion of the job of ClickFunnels. And what happens, as you know, you end up with a tech stack that you put together over time, and then you end up with like integrations that work. And if I move to something else, things would break in the migration. So I'm like, it works. Like, it's not perfect, but it works. So
yeah. And I have gone, all right, I've only got a couple of different funnels that I'm using with this thing. Why don't I just pay a VA to go away and change it all over to like the one website, the one hosting, all that sort of stuff. Don't need to pay this monthly fee. But then again, if I want to go away and change it, then I'm going to have to hire somebody to change it again. And I could do it myself really quick. Right, as soon as I have the thought, I can get it done, rather than, I'm going to have to hire a team, like get my team onto it and stuff like that. One thing that I don't like about ClickFunnels is that they've got great support, but because it gets so much, there's so much exposure to people trying to on-sell it as for affiliate commissions, is that sometimes when I have gone to solve a problem, I've typed it in, and the only thing that I've got is somebody's like pages and pages of people trying to sell me to already get back on ClickFunnels because they're going to make a commission. So they get banked up so high on Google, on the search engine. I'm like, oh man, I've got this thing that's been annoying me for like 3 days. I need to fix this problem, and you're just trying to sell me again.
Right. It's a vicious cycle. So